This is problem 6.14 from Brigham and Houston, Fundamentals of Financial Management, Concise 9th edition, and you have a two-parter here. Alright, suppose a 2-year treasury yields 4.1% and a 1-year treasury yields 3.2%. Okay, so if this is 3.2 and this is 4.1, and we're given information that R star, the real risk-free rate, is 1%. Now it's going to be the 1% for a 1-year, the same as for a 2-year. Okay, so part A is using expectations theory. What's the yield on a 1-year bond 1 year from now? If we're doing expectations theory, then the maturity risk premium by definition is 0 for both securities. We also know that the liquidity premium by definition is 0 and the default risk is 0 by definition for Treasury securities. So really all we need to figure out is what the inflation premium is, which is the average inflation. Well, it's easy for the 1-year security. It's 2.2%. For the 2-year security, it's going to average 3.1%. All right, it's going to average 3.1%. So if I was to go over here and do the calculation, year and inflation, in year 1 and 2, in year 1 it's going to be 2.2%, and in year 2 it's going to be X. So that the average over a 2-year period would be 2.2% plus X divided by 2 would be equal to 3.10%. Alright, so using the magic of algebra, if I multiply both sides by 2, I'll get 2.2% plus X on the left side is equal to 6.2% on the right side. And then subtract 2.2 from both sides, X is equal to 4%. Okay, so that would be the expected inflation rate in year 2 would be 4%, and that way the average over a 2-year period would be the 3.1% that I calculated over here. Alright, so let's go back to part A, expectations theory. What's the yield on a 1-year bond 1 year in the future? Okay, you can invest today and earn 3.2%, and then you take your total return, invest again, and you'll have the same as if you had invested for 2 years today and earned an average of 4.1% for the 2 years. So that'd be 1 plus 0.032, 1 plus the interest rate you get this year, times 1 plus Z, the interest rate you're going to earn for 1 year in the future. That has to be equal to 1 plus 0.041 times 1 plus 0.041. That's your geometric average. Alright? So 1.032 times 1 plus Z equals 1 y to the x2. If I divide both sides of the equation on the equal side by 1.032, now I get 1 plus Z, the 1-year rate 1 year in the future, would be equal to this divided by 1.032, and that gives you your answer, Z equal to that minus 1, and that's my interest rate, my 1-year interest rate 1 year from today.